Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. So let's start today's topic. Today we are going to start new topic, which is circles. So here we will learn the basic terms which we will use in circles concept. Okay, then we will do our level 1 level 2 problems. So this is circle, right? So you know, right, round shape, we will call it as circle. Okay, so here the technical terms which we are learning is circumference, center, radius, diameter. Let's see circumference. Circumference is nothing but boundary length. Okay, so length of the boundary you will call it as a circumference. If it is a circle, we will call it as a circumference, and or else you can say perimeter of a circle, you can call it as a circumference. When we are dealing with the shapes, it's very important to know the area and perimeter of a shape. So here perimeter of a circle, we will call it as a circumference. So next thing we will see radius. The distance between the center to the any point on the circumference, call it as a radius. So here we can select any point on the circumference, and we need to draw a line between center to that point. So then it is called radius. So throughout our circle, the radius is same. Okay, so even if you change the other point to the center, again the value is same. So we can select any point on the circumference. It need not to be a particular point. It can be any point on the circumference, and to the center is called radius. All values are same. All values are constant. It won't change throughout the circle. Okay, next we will say center. So we all know, right, center is the middle point of the circle. Next we will see diameter. So what do you mean by diameter? The diameter of a circle is a straight line joining any 2 points on the circumference and passing through the center of the circle. That's called diameter. So what do you mean by diameter? So we need to join the 2 points on the circumference, but that line has to pass through the center. That's the condition. If the line is passing through the center, then that line we will call it as a diameter. Okay, here also you can take any 2 points on the circle, but if it has to be diameter, means it has to pass through the center. For example, this line you can't say it as a diameter. Why? Because it is not passing through the center. Okay, for diameter it has to pass through the center. Next we will see what do you mean by area. Area is nothing but the inside part of our boundary. Okay, so what are the space is there in a particular shape inside of a boundary, so that we will call it as an area. Okay, so I'll show you in the picture. So this part we will call it as an area. Okay, this is area. So now we learnt all the terms. Now I want to give it a point over here. So if it is a small circle, medium circle, or large circle, for any circle the ratio of circumference and diameter is constant. So for any circle, is it a small or big or large or medium, for any circle the ratio between circumference and diameter is constant. So that is equal to pi. Okay, so here we will consider pi value as 3.14 or 22/7. Okay, from this ratio we can find the value of circumference, which is equal to pi times d, which is pi times diameter. That means if you know the diameter, then we can calculate the circumference. Circumference is equal to 2 times of diameter. So next, so we can also define circumference using radius. Okay. So circumference is equal to 2 times pi times radius. That means 2 times of radius is equal to diameter. So if you want to check, you can check that one here. So from center to any point on circumference is radius. Okay, so this is one radius and this is the radius. So the two radiuses we can take it as a diameter. So that's how we got this formula. Circumference is equal to 2 times of pi times of radius. So we will show that one in the expression. So circumference is equal to what? Pi times diameter, right? Pi times, sorry, times, this is not addition, pi times diameter. So what do you mean by diameter? So diameter is a 2 times of radius. So we need to take out this one and we need to replace diameter with the 2 times of radius. Okay, that's how we got circumference is equal to 2 times pi times radius. Let's see what do you mean by semicircle. What do you mean by semicircle? Half of the circle we will call it as a semicircle. Okay, so if we make it 2 halves of a circle, then 1 half we will call it as a semicircle. What is the circumference of a semicircle? Whatever the circle circumference is there, in that the half of the value is circumference of semicircle. Next we will see quadrant. Quadrant is nothing but a quarter of a circle, means 1/4 part of a circle we will call it as a quarter. Circumference of the quarter is quarter part of circumference of circle. So whatever the circle circumference is there, so in that 1/4 part is circumference, half part is semicircle circumference. So if you want to show the same thing in the form of formula, then it is, if circumference of a circle is pi d, half times of pi d is circumference of semicircle, and 1/4 of pi d is circumference of quarter circle or quadrant. So that's how we can represent formulas for the semicircle and quarter circle. Next we will see formula for the area of a circle. So what's the formula for area of circle? Which is pi times pi r square, means pi times radius times radius. So we need to multiply radius 2 times and then we need to multiply with the pi. Then we will get the area of circle. So once again, area of a circle is pi r square and circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. From this we can derive remaining equations also. Okay, next we will see area and perimeter of composite figures. First of all, we will see what do you mean by composite figure. So composite figure is made up of 2 or more shapes joined together. So composite figure is made up of 2 or more shapes. So here we have 2 rectangles, and in the second picture we have 1 semicircle and 1 cone. Okay, so in third picture we have 2 quarter circles, 1 square, 1 rectangle, means it's a combination of different shapes. Okay, so how to calculate the area and perimeter of these composite figures? So very easy. How to find out the area? You need to find out the individual picture area, then you need to add all together. Okay, so here if you want to calculate area of square, then area of quarter circles, then area of rectangle. Circumference is a very easy task. Just you need to find out all the boundary lengths, then we need to add it. Okay, that's it. And next here whatever the shapes we have seen, three pictures, in the 3 pictures all are, we don't have any overlapping images. Okay, so all are like individually added together. Okay, so it's not a big deal. But in the 4th picture we have overlapping area. So how to find out the area? This kind of pictures, it is bit different compared to these 3 pictures. Okay, so how to find out the area of this picture? So we need to find out the area of rectangle and then area of triangle, and we need to add that value. Whatever the value we got it, from that we need to subtract the overlapping area. So this area we need to subtract because we have added that area in the area of rectangle and as well as area of triangle. So that's why we need to subtract this area from the addition of this rectangle and triangle area. That's how we need to calculate the area and circumference of a different shapes or composite figures. So we will see different problems, level 1, level 2 problems in the next classes. I hope you understand all the concepts and vocabulary which we are using in these circles, and try to remember all the formulas. Formulas are very important here. Anyway, we are going to use all the formulas in the coming classes. So that's it for today's class. I hope you understand all the concepts. So if you have any doubts, please do let me know in the comment box. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Don't forget, age is a just number. Happy learning.